us a little bit about how this movie differs from the first Annabelle film.
It differs a lot in that it's a whole new cast and it's a very different story, but it does, in a way, tie in to the first one. But, you could see this one without having seen, it's not a requirement having seen the first one because it is a very separate and different story.
Were you a fan of the first film?
I actually had to watch it because I was doing this one. I get really scared with horror movies, so I need to see them with somebody, not by myself. But I watched them, and I thought it was great what they're doing with the universe of The Conjuring, and I was like, if I'm gonna do a horror movie, and my first one is this one, I'm in great hands. It's a great place to do a horror movie, my first horror movie.
Right, yeah, a few of the actors said that this was their first horror film, Anthony and Miranda. So how did you talk them into it?
Well, I was surprised with Anthony because he was in Innocent Blood, and I was like, that's kind of horror, but he didn't count that.
And like, King one too, and
yeah, the miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Stephen King even,
right.
isn't horror, then I don't know. But no, both Miranda and Anthony was just talking about who I was and sort of my approach to movie making, and of course, like Miranda wanted to see Lights Out, which wasn't out by the time, before she signed on to this one.
Sense.
So I was super nervous that day when she was off to see that movie, but luckily she saw it and still agreed to do it.
She's in the film. So Stephanie, I know you said that you're scared of horror movies, but it seems like you also have some superstitious little things in your background. Now, did you have the set blessed? That's what I heard.
I talked to Peter, the producer, and because I've heard that they do it every time for The Conjuring, and I was like, why are we not doing that? We're already filming, and I'm not touching the doll unless you bless the set, because I don't want weird things happening here. Just in case. Even if you don't believe in that, it's not gonna hurt, right? But I do believe in evil. I do believe in God, so I have to believe in good and evil. If you do believe in God, you have to. It's like there's a balance. You have to. So yeah, I guess I do. We're very different in that sense because he doesn't believe and I do believe.
No.
Yeah. So how did you feel about having your set blessed? Was it like, oh, okay, whatever?
Yeah, if it helps. Yeah, good luck. I don't know.
I love you. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you believe?
No.
Okay, so it's whatever for you.
I love horror movies, though, but
It's a great source for telling horror stories.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it is. And one of the things that the way you tell the story so visually is through your excellent DP.
Maxime,
yes,
yeah.
I love him. He's so good.
He is.
What did he bring to the table that makes the thing different from the first one?
Yeah, it has a different look and it has a different sort of scope to it as well, in that it's a bigger movie, sort of a bigger story. But yeah, something that I talked to Maxime early on about was going a more sort of classic route, being inspired by the fact that it is a period piece, and the first Conjuring had a very classical feel to it as well. So we wanted to shoot it in a more classical way, to have it longer takes and sort of figure out these cool ways of staging it and not just do standard coverage.